2026. Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll?
You go ahead, sir. Good morning.
Thank you, Chairman. My name is Matthew Allen. I'm here representing Northshore Riverwatch as the founder and executive director. We definitely appreciate all the amendments which went through the Senate and everything, and they relieved many of our reservations about this bill, but we're still concerned about the channel realignment. That can be tricky with natural rivers. And really, to get there, you have to understand the nature of rivers. They're not just moving water to the ocean, they're moving water and sediment to the ocean. As the mountains wear down, it goes down and builds out land into the sediment. And what ends up happening is rivers try to find a natural equilibrium, which is a very delicate thing. Small changes knock out the equilibrium. And that's what we're seeing right now from upstream issues, is rivers not trying to find a new equilibrium. And it's natural for rivers to change. Now, any changes that man makes sets off events as the river tries to find a new equilibrium. An extreme example that we have here in Louisiana is old river control structure. Way back when, the need for that was caused by the attempt to shorten the traverse path up and down the Mississippi by cutting canals through the meanders. One of those canals ended up redirecting the water in a bad way so that the river wanted to change to the Chafalaya Basin. Again, that's extreme. But anytime we do things on rivers, they need to be vetted very well. And then we're asking also, why exempt rivers from it? Currently, they're not allowed to do channel realignment or all the other things. Why not make it so that it is permitted, so that the locals who really understand the systems and what effects will be can have input on it? That is the strength of the Scenic River Program, is the public participation in it. And yes, they'll be able to, they'll still have to permit through the Army Corps of Engineers, but those don't allow for nearly the public participation. I also like to point out that the Army Corps of Engineers can already clean and dredge the Pearl River, West Pearl River, for navigation and flood control. That is exception A in the Scenic Rivers Act. Thank you very much for allowing me to comment.
Thank you. We do have questions if you would be willing to answer. Representative Coates for a question.
Yes. Can you explain what is going on between, because this is between Lock 1 and the Regules. Can you explain some of how the river meanders in that area?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'm not as familiar with the Pearl. I've been on it a few times, but there are people are more familiar. But it's a low incline, slow-moving river, and it's a flooding that used to happen that would keep it cleaned out. But with the Ross Barnett Dam built up in Jackson, it changed the whole hydrodynamics of it. And yeah, I do agree there are probably things that can be done to improve it. But what we request is to keep it in the Scenic Rivers Act and let it be permitted so the public who understands it better than I do can have a chance to chime in and make it the best projects that we can.